Yep.
So I have been told when you act it out, it actually dissipates it. So I actually felt the happiness that whatever like it started to build, and I didn't act it out. It just got bigger and bigger inside of me. And, I would have loved to be, if I thought that was the way out, I would have, but I kept it,
Yeah.
felt it, and then it exploded in laughter, compassion, and understanding. But I was told if you act out the anger, it actually dissipates it, and it won't build up.
It depends how you act out the anger, but
'Cause
but what you have done is actually. How many of you believe anger is wrong? Wrong. Wrong. You should not experience anger. How many of you, at your heart, that's what you feel, really? How many of you are really worried about how it's going to affect everyone around you if you're angry? Okay. How many of you feel that from God's perspective it's got to be wrong? How many of you feel that anger is a terrible feeling inside of you and you'd like to avoid it at all costs? Okay. On the divine path, you choose to not avoid any emotion at all. You choose to experience every emotion, which includes rage and anger and other emotions. Does that make sense? Now, our choice to avoid it is based on fears. It's based on different things that we're afraid of inside of ourselves, right? And so not acting upon your anger when you feel angry is already another emotional injury. Can you see that? Yeah. It's already an injury of judgment of the anger. Or judgment, if you're not acting upon your jealousy, judgment of your jealousy. If you're not acting upon your envy, judgment of your envy. Now, when I say acting upon it, I don't mean go and project it at the person, because that is certainly not taking responsibility for it. I mean feeling it, and actually feeling it inside of yourself, and expressing and experiencing it inside of yourself. Do you follow me? When you go and express it to the person, you are not only now damaging them, but you're damaging yourself even further, because you are not taking responsibility for the underlying emotion that generated the anger. Do you follow me? So, in every case, you need to experience the emotion that is there. So with anger, I allow myself to experience it without judgment. So I get out my baseball bat, right, and I get out my boxing bag, and away I go. And because I allow the full expression of it, within 30 to 60 seconds, I'm on the floor crying generally. Because that's what it was covering, wasn't it? Remember, the anger or the rage is covering the feeling underneath of powerlessness and weakness and all those other feelings that I don't want to experience. Right? So by just expressing it, I am connecting. Now, if you try expressing it and it just dissipates, that's because you have a blockage. And the blockage is, I'm not allowed to be angry. It's not spiritual to be angry. God wouldn't want me to be angry. I'm going to hurt someone when I'm angry. And it could be a list of 100 different things about your anger. Do you follow me? When you deal with that emotional condition, which is actually an error, you'll realise you're allowed to experience your anger, but you just need to do it appropriately, which means own it, feel it, experience it, express it, and connect to what's underneath it in that one process.